Welcome back from that backgrounder report, and it will interest you to know that every 11th July is set aside to celebrate United Nations World Population Day. And together with me, I have the Federal Commissioner of National Population Commission to look at harnessing the economic potentials of Nigerians' teeming population. Please help me welcome Joseph Shazin to the program. Sir, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Okay. You know, today we are celebrating United Nations World Population Day.
Yes.
Talk to us about the reason why we should celebrate the day and why.
Thank you so much. Just like other days,
Yes.
every July 11th is set aside and observed as World Population Day. And like every other day, the days are marked by the World United Nations. This, in the case of July 11, it is observed as World Population Day, focusing and drawing the theme from the world's population,
Okay.
which is assumed by now to be targeting 8 billion.
Okay. And now, sir, what is the theme for the year?
The theme for this year is unleashing the potentials of gender equality.
Wow, wonderful theme.
Yes.
Okay.
With emphasis on the plight of the women folk, especially the girl child,
Yes.
drawing the attention of the world to some of their plights and calling on the world, governments and so on, to help them to realize some of the things they have been suffering,
Okay.
to be above some of those plight.
Okay. Okay, what are some of the programs lined up for today's celebration?
Well, there will be this commemoration, and there will be World Bank report,
Okay.
and other stakeholders will be invited to speak. The United Nations Population, UNEFA,
Okay.
United Nations Population Agency, other people who have a stake in the country across the other sister agencies will be called upon to talk, and then there will be responses and so on.
Okay.
And then the commission will unveil what it intends to do in this direction.
Okay. You know, sir, our population, especially Nigeria, is our strength. Now, looking at harnessing the economic potentials of Nigeria's teeming population, how would you describe Nigeria's current population and its potential for economic growth?
Okay. You know, that's why we want to hold a census.
Okay.
We have been using an assumptive population of around 260 million.
Wow.
It is not, it's just an assumption. But by the time we finish our census, we'll give a definite figure.
Okay.
So the population of the country, it is estimated that the women folk and the girls constitute about
The majority, right?
49.7, which is almost half. And so it is felt that some of their plight, which they have suffered before, and as a vulnerable group, they should be highlighted and their plight should be focused so that they can come out of it. In some places there is a lot of discrimination against that particular sex, the female folk, especially the girls. In some places there are some things they are subjected to, like forceful marriage, early marriage. Now, which subjects them to some sort of even health hazard. In some places in Nigeria, you find some particular ailment and diseases which confront them because they go into marriage when they are not matured. You can imagine somebody going to marry at the age of 15, 12, and then she takes in. And then you can imagine the impact of that is she was not yet matured for delivery. World, yes. And then the organs are not yet matured and she's forced to deliver and other things follow. If she is allowed to mature, she will not face that plight. So these are one of the issues that the day want to focus attention on, giving the girl child freedom to marry when she wants to marry. Even when she's married, let her deliver when she feels it is safe for her. By that I mean maturity. Or even allowing her to marry when she's matured. In comparative terms, somebody who is around 30 years and somebody who is marrying below 20 years, you can see that the difference is clear. So if you allow her opportunity of choice so that she will marry when she's matured, even when she marries, she should have the right to choose when to give birth, and the number should feel she should be okay. In some places you will see a mother 40 years and the children are just slightly below her, and the number is you wonder how she can take care of them. So
okay, sir, thank you so much. And talking about this gender equality and focusing attention on the girl child, what role does education and skill development plays in unlocking the economic potentials of Nigeria's population?
Some of the potentials or some of what we want to achieve can best be addressed through the educational system, whereby equal opportunity will be given to all the gender. And then those who are vulnerable, opportunities should be given to them so that they can realize their potentials. They can even go to the school. In some places, they don't even have opportunity of going to school. There are some particular tribes I wouldn't mention. The moment they are 10 years old, they are already engaged with a husband. So once she at sign of maturity steps in, she's already in the husband's house. But the education sector stands in a better position to give this the population the rightful opportunity to realize what we are talking about.
Yes, sir. As we celebrate today, what is your final word to our viewer watching the program right now?
My final word, because of the theme and the emphasis on the vulnerable group, which is the woman and the girl child, we call on all and sundry, private, public, proprietors of schools and so on, to give this group opportunity and then to discourage this type of discrimination that puts them in serfdom, and let them realize their potential as others. And then in positions, opportunities of position should also be given, especially to the women folk, because the previous governments have tried. We don't know what the present one would do.
Will do better.
But I'm sure he will do better, because if they are also given the opportunity in leadership, they will compete very well, and they will better encourage their folk than You know, when you put a man there, his emphasis may not be. But if women are there, the other girls will have encouragement. They would like to look like, emulate, and be role models like the women leaders.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. And
thank you very much.
Thank you for believing in the women.
Thank you so much.
We really appreciate your time for coming on the show this morning. Thank you. Sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
Yes, we have been speaking with the Federal Commissioner, NPC, National Population Commission, and together we looked at harnessing the economic potentials of Nigeria's teeming population with Joseph Shazin, and he has talked to us a lot. Now we're going to go on this quick break. When we return, the program continues. Don't go anywhere.